This is the story of the night I battled the Shadow Man and won. I didn't know it was a thing until it happened to me, and by God, let me tell you, it's a thing. Precursor, I've been able to astrally project for a long time now, but I never really have encounters with entities until now. Certainly not a battle. It started when I woke up in the night. Something seemed off, so I looked ahead to where my door was. Standing there was a shadowy figure. He looked like Humphrey Bogart, yet all black. A voluminous black entity with jacket and a fedora. While I'm looking at him about 10 feet away, he starts to get closer to me. He gets on my bed, and while I'm staring, he gets right in my face. I'm talking face to face. While staring at this face, the blackness is now gone. What I see makes no sense to this day. His face, if you would call it that, looked like a projection of the night sky. The volume of his face was like gazing your eyes across billions of stars. This vision of space is the same size as the night sky, but it fits in his head. Like a four-dimensional projection of space inside a three-dimensional volume. It's kind of similar to the feeling you get when looking through a VR headset, but it's inside of this being's head. There is no way to draw or portray this, since it doesn't make sense physically. I stare and stare into this void, and I'm starting to get a bit annoyed. Before it was incredible, but it quickly became insufferable. I reached up to strangle him. My hands become clouded in the darkness, but I'm able to grab this non-human entity by the neck, but it's like I'm gripping the entire universe. I start to squeeze as hard as I can. There's a struggle and I wake up again, but I'm not in my bed. I'm in my childhood bed, and I can tell this by seeing Mount Shasta out the window. The lighting in the room is all wrong. It looks like dusk, but the light is stale. I know I'm dreaming, and don't see the Shadow Man, so I close my eyes. Again, I'm transported, but this time to a busy street. No one can see him, but somehow I'm stalking him. He tries to scare me off by wearing on a baby doll face in front of his shadow face. It's about a quarter of what a human face would look like, so it is indeed very creepy looking. It's also suspended in the air in front of the shadow face with no means to suspend it. When I don't budge from looking at him, he runs at me. When he's close enough, I grab and clamp down on his neck with both my hands. After some struggle, I'm forced awake to see that I'm now actually awake, and the clock is exactly at 5 a.m. I did go back to sleep fairly quickly, and I did see him again at a distance, but he never tried to come back and get me again. And that, kids, is how I battled the Shadow Man and won.